Kenny, we've heard from political leaders, both federal and state this morning, Karen Webb, Chris Minns as well, where early this morning it was declared a terrorist incident. This carried out by a 16-year-old. We have now heard a translation, we believe, of the audio that was put to the Prime Minister, as Liv just explained. What are the latest developments on the ground there? Because we just spoke to Di Lee and she has members of the Muslim faith now really concerned for their own safety.
Yes, well, I mean, the Premier is concerned about tit-for-tat violence as well. Police were patrolling religious sites, particularly around Western Sydney last night, because of those fears. So there is a fear that this is going to escalate further than what we saw last night. In terms of what's happening here, it's still very much a crime scene. There are still forensic officers here, plainclothes detectives, uniformed police here as well. But they have cleared a lot of the street. There have been cleaners here, men working with brooms to clean up a lot of the glass, the projectiles which were being thrown around, the bricks and the fence palings and the stakes, those metal stakes that you find in gardens as well. But let's just take you back to the beginning and what sparked all this. So just after 7 o'clock, Murray Emmanuel, a very popular Christian leader, bishop, was delivering a sermon here at the church behind me here in southwest Sydney in Wakeley. Now, this was being live streamed all around the world. And what you can see in that footage is we now know, 16-year-old boy wearing a black hoodie, walking up to the front and then allegedly stabbing the bishop. And the bishop received facial injuries, body injuries. He was allegedly stabbed multiple times. Other parishioners were hurt as they tried to deal with the assailant. They tackled him to the ground, and that's where we heard those words spoken in Arabic by the teenager, which would go to a reason why, perhaps, the New South Wales Police Commissioner, Karen Webb, at 1:35 a.m. declared this a terrorist incident. Ben Fordham this morning on Sydney Radio 2GB said this about what was being said during those moments.
And look, we've had some people listening in and translating some of it for us. And the 15-year-old who is on the ground, according to our sources, who we trust, the 15-year-old was saying at one point words along the lines of, if you didn't attack my prophet and my religion, I wouldn't be here.
Now, during this incident that happened inside the church here, the teenager suffered severe hand injuries. We understand that one of his fingers was severed. A large crowd started to form outside. Now, the police commissioner, the witnesses that we've spoken to have said it was thousands, but the police commissioner in an earlier press conference said it was up to 500 people. It was an angry mob that descended. There was a police response of over 100 police officers. The riot squad responded as well, and the angry mob turned on police, shouting, "Bring him outside, bring him out, bring him out." An eye for an eye, they were shouting. Here's a bit more of what was happening in the scenes outside here on the street.